Ruby, tap it in, man, and how you doing? How we doing? How we doing? And also, top of the morning, TikTok. I'm Lord.Cairnmark, and welcome to Witchcraft. If you want to ask about theology, religion, myths, legends, world history, spells, and spellcraft, or literally anything witchcraft, ask away. Maybe a heat stroke, but I don't know for sure. Do you feel hot? And then you're in, you're out, you're up, and you're down. Ruby, you get it. Top of the morning, Virgil. How you doing? How are you doing? Hello, 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 Violet. How you doing, beautiful? Black Boyd, how you doing today? Black Boyd, anxiety, peak performance. Hello, Jax. How you doing, Jax? How's life treating you? Prepping for my own stream? Heck yeah, Virgil. Woo! Jax, hashtag same. Think we're gonna sell the house and each buy somewhere new? Violet? Okay, cool. Honestly, cool. That's nice, though. What did you say? Oh, is my camera with me? No, it's not. Camera with me. Cool. 74 degrees Celsius, and I'm wearing 2 long sleeve tops and a hoodie and a raincoat. Ruby, yeah, it's not good. How you doing, Prime? But hey, in a few hours I got to zone out with games at least. Nice, nice, yeah. Yeah, I'm zoning out with live, personally, so I get you, I get you. Ruby, I suppose it's kind of a defense with the raincoat, but that was it. How was dinner? It was definitely a dinner. Honorable Ken, top of the morning. Kennedy, honorable. Hi, sorry. Why sorry? Do you have something to say sorry about? What have you done, Ken? Seems like a better option because I can do shared ownership. Honestly, fair. Yashvini, top of the morning. Gabrielle, top of the morning. Gabrielle. Gabrielle? Gabrielle. Slide. 2 steps this time. Stella Benny, top of the morning. To know if I will be happy and wealthy in life. Am tired. Honorable Ken, honestly, absolutely fucking fair. If you do want a reading though, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. So we can answer that straight away. Or we can do some spell work. I think that's even cheaper than a reading, to be honest. And you just make a money and abundance spell for you. You know what I'm saying? How to know that someone is powerful witch or not powerful witch? Well, one, they actually tell you what practice they do. You can actually ask them for how does this work? What kind of spells are you specialized in? If they say, nope, I will not, and stuff like there's very obvious red flags in stuff. When they're literally just open without any problems or anything, like if they are, someone said it beautifully yesterday during a private reading, without, what was it? With a being without problems. If they're too proud, you know, when they're too narcissistic, you know that, no, that's not it. I followed you now. Thank you, Honorable Ken. Nikita, thank you for following as well. And Nikita, if you want any type of reading, do like on Honorable Ken here. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. But yeah, other than that, it's actually quite difficult to know if there are a powerful witch, because there's no such thing as power, you know, like there's not really a scalable thing in there. Everyone's different. Everyone does different things. Everyone's specialized in different things. You're witch? Prager? I am. Higgy. And Toro Maniac Bull, thank you for following, beautiful. Keeping a practice close to your chest doesn't mean anything. True. True. Can I ask something to reading? Yes, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get your reading there. Oh, Prime, thank you for micromodding. You absolute beautiful being. What does that mean to be a witch? It depends entirely on who you ask, to be honest. For me, it's a lifestyle, honestly. Any ideas for what magic to do during midsummer? I mean, solstice. Do anything regarding rituals for midsummer, the Lethas, the gods of the sun, the lights, the summer harvests, and stuff like that. Midsummer, for example, here in Sweden, we dance around a pole, literally showcasing a dick, saying thanks to Frey of the harvest being in the middle of the summer. Me thinks it is heat stroke. Ruby, me thinks so too. Oh, allergies, man. Dormaniac, thank you for the heart. Flame heart, apparently. Where did you get a flame heart from? Goddamn. Am I playing a Christmas song? Literally on midsummer. It's 6 months left, people. 6 months left to Christmas. Are we listening to Christmas music? We are listening to Christmas music. It's 6 months left. Christmas is just around the fucking corner, Monia. 6 months left until Christmas. Wow. I wasn't going to say, no, you're not. Apparently, we're playing Christmas music for some fucking reason. Yeah. What is that lifestyle? I'm very curious. Never seen a witch before. I am from the UK. In the UK, it's a massive amount of witches, let me tell you. But yeah, honestly, a lifestyle. For me, this is my full-time job. I'm live every single Monday to Friday, so this is my full-time job. I'm live every 5:30 to 10 a.m. Swedish time, which means 4:30 to 9 a.m. for you in the UK. So yeah. After that, I do a canoe load of spells. I do private readings and lessons. I practically do this 12 hours a day. Around that, or outside of that, I do my private rituals, summonings, intention work, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah. How do you get to answers? Depends entirely on what answers. If you're asking anything about witchcraft, ask away. If you want a reading though, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio and get whatever you need. And Beth, you have an amazing fucking day. Sarah, Jesse, 19, thank you for following me, beautiful. So what you see in front of you, this is practically my view 12 hours a day. So yeah. And Char VD, top of the morning. Private readings are great. Highly recommended. Beth, I thought you went back to work. God dang it. Go back to work right now. Leave this play, Beth. Yay, back. Lulu, yeah, phone died. And Amelia, if you want yourself a reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need there. Spells, books, lessons, readings. Brent from South Africa, 57, and Ariana, 50. Any hope? Great question. If you want to, there's two options. Spell work, so there will be hope, you're certain. Or you can get a reading. Both of them are in my profile. Click the link in my bio and get whatever you need. Like Virgil, you said, what the fuck, Virgil, is that? What did you do to secure a deceased one to safe passing and rest? Well, depending on the practice. Entirely depending on the practice. How many hours will you be live? God knows how many hours. I am aiming for maybe 2 or 3 hours. So, yeah. But yeah, as a mortician, I secured it mainly physically. Spiritually, it's quite difficult because most of the time, as a mortician, we also picked up, the bodies out in the wild, right? Where's wifey? Not here. Most likely in the living room or at the balcony. Googling all the symptoms that is possible. But yeah, it's actually quite difficult to secure someone's passing unless you are physically there yourself. There are several rituals, there are several energetical works, there are practices of necromancy that you can do to work as a psychopomp for your beloved kind of thing. But yeah, it's quite difficult because usually people die alone. In my experience, and that's several years as a mortician talking. I feel like a lot of Finnish folk magic around midsummer is about finding your future partner. Yes, it is. And very specifically, Nonya, even Sweden stole one of the most the Finnish practice about collecting 7 types of different type of flowers, putting it underneath your bed to see if you dream about your future partner. So yeah. And sure, you're welcome. So is there any specific practice that you're asking about when it comes to saving? that one. Will I get my PR this year? And Vib, if you want a reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and do like Virgil did and get your reading from there. Also, Virgil, what the fuck did you do? Why is it at 50%, Virgil? Also, happy midsummer in advance. Well, it is in, yes, I mean, less than... seven hours. Don't worry about it. I am worrying about it. God damn. Thank you, Virgil. Virgil, I have on my low end calculated that if I go live 3 times a day, I might be able to afford it. So, see you tomorrow and see you Saturday, see you Sunday as well. Damn, Virgil, right? How works as an intake care provider. Don't be a punching bag. In Parlous, yes. What's good? Life, hopefully, someday, sometimes. Yustiti will take several months. Yustiti? Hummingbird, top of the morning, beautiful. How you doing? Can I just say that I fucking love your outfits when you sit doing the tarots? I think it's out on the Porsche. Fucking love your fits, man. Absolutely fucking love your fits, Hummingbird. Hello, sir. I'm Eric from Slovakia, Europe. Oh shit, Slovakia's in Europe. Look at that. My mom is pregnant and I'm the father. Well, very unfortunate, Eminem. You might want to look into that. Yeah, my medical professional aunt says never Google your symptoms, Google illnesses and see if your symptoms match that. Exactly. Yeah, be a professional about it and know how Google actually works. Otherwise, it's just cancer or migraine. But always take your list of possible symptoms and ailments to a GP. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Go, you are well. Thanks for the outfit compliments. You fucking welcome, Hummingbird. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. Today, not tomorrow. What? What are we talking about? And Franciscent, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get your reading from there, okay? Suffer not a witch to live. Mork, are you stuck in the fucking 1500s, you idiot? God damn. And Parlas, true. Ruby, yeah, that is a good one. Best one you can do, Ruby, is to ask Reddit. Gives the best answers. And Vibu, you find your readings in there. I'm working 4 to 12 though. Damn. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So you're at work now? God damn. It's one of those. You're a bartender? What kind of energy you get from me? Great question. I try not to tap into other people. I feel like that's a break of privacy. Anyone going to be able to walk me through Minecraft today? Jax? Difficult for me. Prime, you have time? Who's stuck in the 1500s this time? A morked orc on YouTube is stuck in the 1500s. Never seen anyone as bigoted as him. He would have loved Malus Maleficars. We do a summoning, as you said earlier. What does that mean? Is it like Diablo 3 when they raised the dead, or is it some more energy-based? More energy-based, not necessarily Diablo 3. It's more about calling upon entities, deities, beings, motivation, willing to live, and so on and so forth. So yeah. No, tomorrow. Personally assistant. Okay. Okay, fair enough. How would you react to people projecting toxic energy onto you? I feel like I just did on YouTube, you know. Also, it's absolutely fucking not mine, Awaken. I mean, if they want to throw it out there, water on a goose kind of thing, you know. Goose on water, you're just gonna float by. Live off that shit. Vibu, I have replied to you several times where you get your readings. Look, man, if you want your readings, just like Vibu should, go into my profile, click the link in my bio and get yourself either a live reading or a private reading from there. Mork. Not men. Yeah. Thank you, Prime, for... Do you meditate? No, not really. Meditation is not really a thing for ADHD people most of the times, you know? Grounding is a different thing, though. Meditation is not necessarily the solution for everything, you know? Everyone is different. Everyone is built different. We need to, you know, respect that. Oh, Ninetales. I fucking love that. Oh, that is a good comment. That is a good comment. Learn to meditate, Lulu. Respect. Respect. Not everyone does it. It's absolute agonizing for me. Question for fun. What would you do if a voodoo priest would curse you? Well, I would ask them not to because I'm a part of it. You know, that's just rude. Hopefully get some kindness out of that, and then I would ask my voodoo and voodoo songs and my mambo to help me out with that. So, yeah. Thank you, Mountain, for all the hashtags. At what age did you become a witch or start practicing witchcraft? When I was 1. I've been doing this for 30 years. Give me a scratch paper journal will get you further. I don't know what scratch paper is, but I think my journal is pretty okay, to be honest, when it comes to most of my practice. You know? I think I'm fine. I consider doing diamond art paintings. Lulu, fuck yeah. There are different meditations, techniques, and some work better for ADHD and than others. Fucking true, Dad. Most of the times that I meditate, I also need to find the time. And that's my main problem, to be honest. Not necessarily about meditating. I know that I can go by now 2 hours meditation. I just don't have the time to meditate, you know? Likes the split effect. Thank you, Parlis. Thank you. That's a lot of hashtag, man. That's a lot of hashtags. Scrap paper is basically scrap paper. I think you have fantastic boundaries within your practice. Thank you. Thank you. You know there are 10-second meditations? Yes, I know. But when I worked in Spain, the heat really got to me, so I really forced myself to endure. So I became really good at actually holding meditations as well. But I just don't have the time. When you was 1, Jesus, bro's been witching. Yeah, it's a lifestyle, not a hobby. What would happen if an ex went to a high priestess and told them a lie about an empress, and now they finding the truth? They would turn very, very disappointed. There's a face on your altar. Did you know? My altar isn't here, though. Oh, Lord, I found an iron cast bell. Lulu, give it to me. Oh, Lord, could I rant to you about a stupid thing I did in Discord DMs? Jax. Yes, but do it on private DMs, please. I wish putting hashtags in the chat actually helped in any way. It does. It actually does. The algorithm always reads chats, Prime. But spamming hashtags will not help. But doing a hashtag from time to time does help. Second live? Nice. No, this is actually the third live. You missed the first one. No, the first one, actually. I don't know. Fair enough. On the button of the screen picture, there is a face. On the button of the screen? Well, there's a face here. There's technically a face here because, I mean, let's be honest, the cards does have a face because there's a person in there. That's my wife up there on a painting when we got married. Is your life of magic secure, and does it actually bring you happiness? Ramonato, like, fuck yeah, it does. Honestly, you have no idea how it is to actually be able to live my dream and believe in my dream. Those two, like, some people live their dream and don't believe in the dream. Some people believe in the dream and aren't living the dream. I feel like I'm doing both, and it's absolutely fucking magical, my guy. Absolutely magical. Jam top of the morning. I meant second with this setup because in the last one you were cooking. Yes, true. I would if it wasn't the only bell I own, Lulu, so I don't care. Give it. Give it. An Alpha Clip Media. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. All your lives today, Diamond. You fucking unit there. Pop Rock Candy, just add soda, and you get Mythbuster Explosion moment. Hey. Right, Lord. Oof, Ruby. Damn. Is being a witch a type of practice, like is a pagan thing or mysticism? Is there a term like this for the beliefs and practices of witchhood? Yes, pagan is actually one of the biggest practices or biggest umbrella terms that you actually threw out there. Pagan includes witchcraft. Witchcraft in and on its own is one massive umbrella term. Mysticism is a even bigger umbrella term that includes all of it. Pagan is literally a word etymologically meaning anything of the wrong teachings, literally anything that is not Christian. So if you're not Christian, everything else is pagan. So technically, I suppose I'm pagan. But that is if you assume that witchcraft is religious in any sense or form, which I would argue it's not necessarily my thing. Alpha, lovely, but texting is not really the same thing as getting yourself a live reading through the link in my bio. You made some bad decisions, Ruby. You made some bad decisions. Now we're not in control of that situation. I'm sorry about that. We lost it. Now we're just emotional about it, Ruby. But here's the thing. Have you ever thought about after this world, are you secure then because the only one that can secure you is Jesus Christ? Well, he's not the only one. And also, yes, I'm an omnist, so don't assume I'm not Christian, my guy. By the way, I tried going on your website on the spells section and it says the site doesn't work or something. Diamond, send me a text and I'll send you the link through there instead. Fun card spread? Thank you. But yeah, as Lulu said as well, Diamond, open it in the browser and it will work. And the pagans are also as well sacrifice their children to a false... Goddamn, Raminato, who told you that we're sacrificing children? Most pagans don't even want children, my guy. Goddamn. Ask any millennial and way less than 50% of most millennials will not have children. And those millennials will most likely do witchcraft, I can tell you that much. Goddamn, Raminato, you grew up under a rock, my guy. Raminato, do you believe in hell? I went into the second-hand shop saying, today I will find my bell if I'm meant to have... Oh, fuck yeah, Lulu. I'm having a problem. Dalit Singh is my name. What's up, Dalit Singh? Number 3. Hey. Damn it. Okay, cool. Maybe you'll find one if you do too. Yeah, the thing is, I need to go shopping for that one, and I'm not shopping, so, you know, can't really afford that much. Masha, thank you. You guys are just donating. God dang, no one is getting a reading, and I'm getting a panic attack of that because I'm not fucking worth that type of stuff. Stephanie, top of the morning. Ramon, very good. Thank you. Damn, so I'm pagan because I'm meditate and follow Buddhist practices and manifest them. Very interesting. Exactly, pagan. It's one of those really strange things. Etymologically, you would be a pagan because you are, in that case, not Christian. Anything of the false teaching. Not that you prove doctors wrong when they said I'd never had them. Fair enough, Violet. In some cultures, you can go to retail stores, get fake items, and light a match. Parlors, yes, you can light a match no matter if you have fake items or not. Is there something after this life, you think? Yes, several things, depending entirely on the practice. Is it true that you need a protection spell during other spells? Depends entirely on the spells and the practice. Claim without sound. Heck yeah. Welcome back, my goo. J and J. This is going to get confusing when JJ comes in. J and J. But J and J, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get a live reading or a private reading if you want more answers. Or get yourself a spell so that we can make it more of a certainty rather than a question and truly make them come back if that is what you want. 400 minutes, Lulu, you absolute nerd. Calling people out here. Thank you for a lovely tea break. Continuing the garden now. Hope to catch a live again soon. Hummingbird, why don't you go live? And why don't you go live in the fucking garden? That would be absolutely stunning. God damn. Playing the Christian God is actually Loki card. Violet. Classic. Classic. Hold up. I was growing. Did you just say my religion, Norse pagan, was fake? Wait, who told you it was fake? Not a single religion is fake. Not a single religion is fake. But also, you don't have to add pagan, or you can just say Norse or Asatru. Pagan is just telling people that it's the false teaching from a Christian standpoint. Etymologically, that is what pagan means. Anything that is not Christian, of the false teaching. I will pay you for a spell when I will be able to pay online. Diamond, fuck yeah. What spell is the best when you want an ex to come back? Love spell. Reconciliation spell. All that. Had to make sure. Sorry, I mean no offense. Oh, baby, do not worry. We literally talk and teach about witchcraft here. Fuck yeah, you're more than welcome to literally come here and like, the fuck you do? Fucking stand up for your fucking beliefs, man. Heck yeah. Just watch someone burn another pinata. That sounds absolutely fucking dope. Baby Lana, thank you for following as well, you beautiful being. Is there such a thing as backfiring after doing spells and getting karma after the spells? Yes, one, backfiring, it really depends on the practice. For example, every single Wiccan get a backfire. That is like the number 2 rule. The number 1 is do not do harms. But the backfire is everything will come back 3-fold or 10-fold depending on the subculture of Wiccan practice that you do. Secondly, if you get karma after the spells, yes. If you are a Hindu or if you work in Vedaism, yes, karma is a real thing. So if you don't do that, no, karma is not really necessarily a thing. But if you are an eclectic and take bits and pieces of other practices, then yes, Brusha, it's been a fucking minute. How you doing, beautiful? So yes, it's definitely a thing. But there are more practices out there that does not have either karma or backfires than it does with practice that does have backfiring and karma. So do study. Do study, because the majority of spellcraft out there today is backfiring and have karma. Because people are practicing Wicca because that's the most Google fucking shit ever. So be okay with using, you know, Google. Be good at that. And also, Lulu, do not use the word link. It's gonna downgrade the whole life. Algorithmical style, you know? Are you asking about vegetarian or vegan food dissociated people from spirituality? What are you specifically asking about, Uyushi? Hi and welcome to a vegan. But the question is, do we really need an ex back? There's an ex for a reason. Depends on the reason. We don't know the reason, do we? We don't know them as a person. Nor do we know the person that needs their ex back as well. So we don't know shit until we know some shit, you know? No, Ruby, you are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Have you always been vegan? No, I became vegan when I met my wife. She made one of those really fun ultimatums. Either you eat meat, or either you eat meat, or you're able to kiss me. So, you know, that was quite an easy one. Non-vegetarian food is dissociating me from God's grace. Wow. Ayushi, maybe you should try vegan food then. Might even turn better, but I absolutely get you. I absolutely get you, Ayushi. Animal torture is not really on my high demand list, you know? Is detachment necessary for spell work to work? No. How about for your spell? Should I detach? Not necessarily. You continue whatever you do. I don't want you to ruin whatever routine you got going. If I need you to change up the routine, I will tell you how through homework that you need to do. So do not worry about that. If I need you to do a very specific thing or talk about a specific thing, plan a specific thing, I will tell you that through, okay, you need to do this. Here's your homework after the spell. So do not worry about that. Thank you, Martin. You're welcome. Ruby? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Heck yeah, but that's necessarily not necessarily the problem now, is it? It's when you don't get listened to. How can someone ruin an omelette by not having eggs in it? The feeling when you're craving something sweet but only have IKEA meatball flavored lollipops, that sounds absolutely nasty. IKEA flavored meatballs with lollipops. Still wrote it down for later. Ruby, honestly, fair. Start using that as a routine thing. Do you have any tips on a good website where you can buy cool piercings? I always go to Regal Rose. It's super expensive, so I never afford it myself. I will have to ask my wife about that because she buys all my piercing and it's cool as fuck. So yeah, if anything, Tim, text her if you can. And Ramata, if you do want any type of reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading from there. Or spell work, if you want them to communicate. Let's get my septum done. Fuck yeah, Tim. You're welcome to the septum gang. Lord, you know the moment when you got a pet in your lap but needed to urgently get up for toilet? Yeah, me right now. Yeah, Lulu, you do not move from there. Them's the rule. 1. How to know that someone's witchcraft can be a threat for me. I mean, how to know that someone is more powerful than me. More powerful. That, honestly, when you angle it like that, it's much more to know, are they more knowledgeable than you in the practice that they do? It's one of those things where, do they know how to go around your own protections? Do they know how to go through it, over it, under it? Whatever it is, if you do have any protections in place. And secondly, how good of protections do you actually have? You know? And VTK, howdy, how you doing? From what old English word does witch come from? The word witch comes from the old Anglo-Saxon word wicce. W-I-C-C-E. Which is today, in any sense, even closely related to Wicca, the 1950s young witchcraft practice called Wicca. Oddball, hi and welcome to Massive Nerd. He's already been sleeping on me since 16. Oof, Lulu. Unfortunate. Aren't you supposed to work, man? Parlors, not mine, though. Not mine, no. How does future reading alliance with energy change and free will in the future? I did not follow that whatsoever, my guy. Sorry. Parlous, what are you talking about? Are you for or against the Wicca practice? I'm never against any practice. If they find what they feel is connected with them, who am I to ever argue them? Same with the Christians, same with the Muslims, same with Buddha, same with Shinto, Hindu, Celtic, Norse, Hellenic, Kemetic. Who am I to ever argue them? I, for one, would not practice Wicca practices because I know that most things in Wicca practices is usually a lot of stolen practices, so I just go straight to the source instead. You know, different people, different things. But, you know, Wicca is very easily accessible. Why would you not, you know, practice it if you don't want to? You know? Everyone, when it comes to witchcraft, this is one of those things when what you usually learn in university and your studies at universities is the cogwheels of how the world works. And if you choose Wicca, if you choose Kemetic, if you choose Shintoism, if you choose Hinduism, that is just the cogwheels that works for you, you know? Lord, I've been busy as fuck, but our art is still up. Bruja, I haven't seen the latest art, though. Now, today is my day off. Those hours were... goddamn, Lulu, I keep forgetting, man. Go to work anyway. Boris, I'm really confused on what you're talking about. Like, when you do feature reading, can things change because of free will? It can always change because of free will. There are certain effects that will be more difficult to change. So, for example, the most easiest one to change is, for example, in the example, will I pass my exam is the question. I draw a card like, boom, okay, no. 4 of Pentacles, no, you will not pass the exam. All of a sudden, you have 2 ways to react. You say, oh, okay, I will not pass it. You give up and you confirm the card. You will not fucking pass the exam. But if you say, fuck you and fuck that reading, I'm gonna prove you wrong, then all of a sudden, you switched it up. You got free will to change it up and you start studying harder and you pass the exam. Very easy to change that type of outcome. But if you start saying, okay, but I know that my mom is studying really hard right now. Will she pass the driver's exam? Now that is going to be way more difficult to exchange because you are not the person being read about. Now it's a divination about a different being. They cannot react in the same way that you can do right here, right now. The same is where... open-ended question, when, where, how, or why are going to be way more difficult. The how, you can change that. Okay, how are you going to do it? Okay, cool. This is a very physical moment, so you need to get there yourself. Are you on time? No, you're not on time, so you might be late, and that is why we're failing. So switch it up. Be more on time when you get to said question, God knows what. So you can switch up some questions. Some are just more difficult, you know? Oh, goddamn, Lulu. Goddamn. Fair enough. Bruja, thank you. Just want to say hello, Cairnmark. Robbins, how you doing, beautiful? It's been a minute. How are you? I need a love reading. Can't wait. Bruce, fair. Absolutely fair. Why am I running back and forth between 3 apps? Ruby? God knows. Only God can tell. Not you. You can't tell. You don't know. I like 40% currently, Lulu. Fair. Respect that. 4 hours a day, huh? Or just one very long day. Two long days a week, Lulu. Fair. And people, you do know you can ask anything about witchcraft, right? Or get yourself a reading or a spell. If you want a love spell, money spell, if you want your ex back, if you want to curse your ex, let's fucking go. You get it all. Get it all. Get. And seeing that there's so low amount of people in here, how about a goodie bag? Boop. We don't have a moderator. God damn it. It would have been fun to see how many they could block when it comes to scammers. Hello everyone, greetings. JP, top of the morning. How are you doing? That was the weird Shrek song from, I don't know what the town is called, with Lord Farquaad, yes. Ruby? Another Ruby. Sup, Ruby. An Orthodox Ruby, specifically. Would bargain with Bagheera with traits count as cheating? No. I mean, use the tools that you have handed to you, you know? Can you custom a person's whole character through spell work? Yes, it's just going to be a lot of work. And a lot of spells. It's the altering of memories that's going to be quite the difficult part. Because, you know, that's kind of where personality lies, you know? Will they still be happy if you custom a whole person's character? Well, we can choose them to be happy. Do spells really work? Yes, and I have quite few reviews accounts of doing so, Ruby. Yes, and in some cases, I think even people in this chat have a few spells that are quite happy ended for them as well. And trust me, it is not a weird question, Ruby. We are literally here to answer questions like these, no matter from who it is. So do not worry about that, Ruby. The look I was given when I said goodies. Classic. Can you bring me and my ex back together? Ellie, yes. If you do want that, love spells. Literally, if you want yourself and your ex to be back, reconciliation, love spells. And if you want to have a little bit more fun to it, obsession. So yeah, Ellie, if you do want spells like that, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a love spell. Usually when it comes to love spells specifically, I would need you to be present during half, at the very least, half of the spell work during a video call, if you are okay with that. How do obsession spells work? Well, we need them to change their goals, ideas, and, you know, dreams a little bit on where do they want to be and where do they truly get satisfied. You know? Sorry, blocking scammers, because I love it when I lay out the baits like this. Scammers love sharing. Is it possible to make a living only from tarot and rituals? Hi, I'm a witch and this is my full-time job. Yes. I tattooed my fingers with the elements. I tattooed my fingers with the elements, but yeah, my absolutely loves it. Murderless life, that motherfucker. Does it work on someone who is avoidant and refuses to settle? Sorry if I ask a lot. Ruby, no, honestly, you're not asking enough, I feel like. And yes, it does work on that. I just need to know how they usually avoid things so I can... If you were to do love spells and obsession spells and reconciliation spells and stuff like that with me, I just need to know them a little bit on a deeper stage, you know? What are they usually doing so I can work from a different angle and not necessarily where they are usually very avoidant. So what is his favorite topic to talk about? Like, where does he seek it out rather than where does he avoid? Ruby, thank you for following. Kyla, thank you for following as well. And Desiree Andrew, thank you for following as well. Is there sage on your microphone? There is sage on my microphone, and not just that. It's Feldspar, Evil Eye, and there's a little bit of a sigil there. There's a lovely little Romani blessing on here as well, the little coins, and a bracelet that I wish that I could wear more often, because I forget that it exists. So I have it here for my own vibe. No, not a single soul sees it, but I see it, and that means a lot to me. I could be Fox Ruby. Fair enough. Phoebe. New here, Kyla. Hi. Can you read my mind, Organ? I try not to. I think it's a breaking of privacy, and I don't like that. Lord, going to sleep a little. Not feeling well. Have a great day, Brucia. You have an amazing day, and have the day that Brucia. Yes, Ruby, you are here and henceforth known as Furby. And Gudani, thank you for following. Can you read my mind, Organ? As I said, I don't want to, fuck up privacy. But if you do want a reading there, Organ, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a reading from that. How do you know? How do I show my love that his ex is manipulating him and using him? You lay out the fucking receipts, or you can get some spell work for me and open his actual mind about it. I'm in the middle of a spiritual awakening. When you say you're a witch, what does that mean to you? Oh, Kyla, it's not that it means anything to me. A witch means literally so much to a canoe load of fucking people. It means anything and everything. For some people, it's literally about brewing teas and cooking a stew. Other people, it's about working with spirituality, the higher forces, energies. Some people are medium. Some people only have clairvoyancy. Some people do spellcraft. Some people are academic. I'm on the academic side where I read up on a lot. I'm a ritualist, if anything. I love sigil work. Information is my religion. I'm a polymathical omnist. But if we were to use a very academical point of that, a witch is usually etymologically working with nature and spirits. A wizard comes with books, so I would be something closer to a witch. No, wizard. A warlock is someone who comes from a Christian standpoint that is now asking a new deity, god, demon, whatever it is, for energies and powers and metaphysical talents, literally asking for sugar daddy to get help. A magician is usually someone who does illusion work. A sorcerer is someone with innate powers, and everyone is literally different. And usually when we have a spiritual awakening, it's when we get to know ourselves and maybe metaphysical talents. Like, oh shit, is this why I'm feeling their feelings? Is this why I saw that shit? Is this why I'm smelling that? Is that why my gut feelings are always fucking right? Everything is different. So yeah, Kala, it's different for literally every single being on Earth. What do you wish people asked you? Questions about witchcraft. Yeah, intuition. For some it is intuition. Some. Good evening, here, VD Berry, top in the morning. I have all the power and power. Everything is mine. GGS0 re. Charles, what? I feel like you got a stroke halfway through there. Nadine, I'm talking a lot about witchcraft, doing readings and having a lot of fun, hopefully being entertaining enough for y'all. When did you find out you are into witchcraft? I never found it out. I never got rid of it though. I started out when I was 1, so I got forced into this lifestyle. So I've been doing this for 30 years now. But I found out that I was interested in witchcraft in my lifestyle when I was just around 10 and started watching the anime Full Metal Alchemist. Always entertaining, my friend. Oh, thank you, Brando. Also, hi, Brando. I saw that you texted about it. My rambling takes a hold of me, Nah, you're spitting too much facts for you to comprehend. Charles, no. You wrote words that are literally ununderstandable. Do you work with energy? I work with energy. So yeah. Would that make Odysseus a warlock or something because he had gods helping him through his journey. No, he's not necessarily asking gods to give him power. He is already a warrior of the man. So he is already very smart and a very strategic man, that gets the help of Athena most of the time. He has a matron in that sense. He is not from Christian background that is asking Yahweh or Jesus, and breaks off that Christian background to ask a new god to get metaphysical talents. He is not doing that. He's a strategist and he's a general. Ends there. What he does is talk a lot to the gods, though, and fights the gods sometimes even. You are that's that absolutely, Charles. Good that we agree. I shit on Odysseus, nothing to me. Pleb to me, Charles. Cool. It's a book, my guy. Calm down. Okay, I'm confused. You're a Christian witch? No. No, I'm a polymathical omnist, if you like to look into those two words. Google them separately. Polymath, omnist. I'm just talking about Christianity. You were talking about Odyssey? Yes. Someone asked about Odyssey specifically. Someone called me Kyubi. Well, Kubi. Trying to say cute and ruby at the same time. Kyubi, I kind of like that. When you do love spells, are you being loved by the spirit in them or what? No, not necessarily. I'm not being loved by them. Usually, I mean, it really depends on your goals. If you want me to be loved by the person you want, then sure. Might curse you if you're not careful. Sure, fucking do it. I dare you, bitch. What was the nastiest curse you have ever cast? It was a very unfortunate generational curse. But, a family of aurists, where several of them had it fucking coming. So never getting a job, mentality's going down shit. It was... Yeah, they will never see anything good in their whole fucking life. Carl Karlov, yes. And if you do want to, join the Discord if you want to. We play Dungeons & Dragons every Saturday in the Coven. Someone, yep, I already read that. Very interesting to listen to. Nadine, thank you. Hi and welcome to a massive nerd. Oh, wonderful, right? Best class down. 3 levels in Sorcerer, rest in Warlock, Infinite Eldritch Blast. Okay, you are going to have a terrible luck for the next 2 weeks. Remember my name as things go all but right. You haven't even told me your name. And 2, good luck with my fucking luck. My wife is mad at that shit already. I wish I could join D&D, but I work every Saturday. Brandon, that is very unfortunate. But yeah, Charles, I hope you get fucked, man. By life, not people. Yeah, VJ, right? Not. Some people in spiritual psychosis are... It's very unfortunate that they are in spiritual psychosis, like Charles here. Can you tell me if I'm cursed? If you want to. If you want a reading or anything like that, pop into my profile. Click right there and get yourself a live reading. What practice you used in that generational curse? Voodoo and Gypsy Romani. So it was a bit of a mix. And I added a bit of fun spice from Kolami as well. How much it costs? You can see that in the link in my bio. Because I don't know myself. I offer a canoe load of services, my guy. So, yeah. So, yeah. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need from there. Got a few books today from on magical symbols and one on starting practical magic. Oh, fuck yeah, Brando. Heck yeah. And Anna Michelle, good afternoon, my beautiful being. How are you? I hope, what's it called? Charles is still in here. And I hope that he wasted, 10 minutes of his life. It's very unfortunate. Oh well. Boop. What voodoo spirits do you use? Papa Legba, mainly. The one and only gatekeeper of them all. To support. Not necessarily do work or servitude or anything like that, only support. Is there a package payment people can make to get different spells or you have to pay for each? The biggest and, the best package deal that you can get is get the... custom / mega spell that I have. Literally, you tell me your several goals and I'll make it into one big spell. Mama-san can't shut up about it. Because I can do everything in that. So, yeah, that is the best package deal if you want to do everything at one time. I really want to learn more about Baba Legba. Papa Legba. Papa, not Baba. Baba is a East European word for old woman, or Japanese. I don't know anything about voodoo. Could you tell me about it? It's a West African / Haitian practice. Depends on where you kind of ask. It's also not spelled Voodoo. Usually, it's not necessarily any form of gods or deities. They don't really exist, but entities exist. Ancestors exist. Papa Legba, for example, could be like asking your grandma for help and support in your spell work. A medium could literally help your grandpa join in on the stuff. So, yeah. Can you tell me more about the package? So the package, the custom and or mega spell. Literally, if you do get that, you can tell me all the goals that you need in there. If you want love specifically from your ex, you want to get more money from your job. You also want to get a promotion from your job. If you want a third-party removal for that ex that we were talking about, you can get all of those in the custom spell. Like, literally, you can do all of it. And small peepee. Feel like the name fits there on YouTube. Good job on coming out yourself there. What is this now, Sadia? We talk a lot about witchcraft. Anna Michelle, how to come my spiritual? What? Yeah, Ruby, they kind of mixed it up. Yeah. I had a question I was gonna ask you in the meeting. Might be included in the next episode for the podcast. God damn it, Brando. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten time, you know? Have you ever practiced in Witch Wars Coven versus Coven? Oh, fucking Curdy. No, it's absolutely ridiculous. Why would I? Honestly, people hating on people while witches literally get prosecuted day by day. You do know that there are, like, witch burnings to this day and age. 2026, there are bitch wars. Bitch burning. Thanks, but I'm no longer gay. Ah, small PP. Ah, I hoped we had a shot, man. You really seem the sort. No watches, don't do that. No watches, don't do that? VJ, what are you talking about? Lulu, yes indeed. How to become more spiritual. You start actually working with yourself. Shadow work, as it's called. Ruby, correct. Are you able to stop a witch's power if you want? Yeah, if we truly want to. Very few people know how it's done, but there's a bit of knowledge that is needed for it. What's your thoughts on Marie Laveau? That is definitely a person in history. Correct, Curdy? I can talk about it academically, but an opinion of thoughts is not really what I do here. If you want my opinion, you gotta get a whooping. And yeah, what Mountain said, you can actually have a consultation and actually talk about everything. If you want to. Oh, small. Damn. I could tell. You know that? Seemed a little butthurt there. Oh, small pig. Did you know that my best friend confused one time? He wanted to say, "Oh, their butt hurt," but they said butt cracked, and we haven't stopped calling him the butt cracker since. Do you communicate with spirits? Nadine, I do, yes. If you do want to, Nadine, go into my profile and get yourself a mediumship. I only do that as private readings on lives. If I were to connect with what would now have been 1,313 people, that's a lot of spirits connecting. So, you know. Someone trying to flirt with you over on YouTube? No, they're trying to make me mad because they're a fucking troll ass. You know, YouTube is one of those classical places after all. Man, he should see whatever people comment on Kick though. Whew, he would fit right in. I'm laughing internally because normal people are nearby. Ruby? Damn. Is someone... no, yeah. Yeah. Was your first time easy for you to connect with spirits? Yes, it was. Mainly because my first time was after a lot of practice how to connect, not necessarily to connect straight away. There are various ways you can practice on how to do it. I started as honestly, it's one of those amazing techniques. Automatic writing is an amazing technique to start off anything. Especially if you don't want to connect straight away because you don't know what you're connecting to. So it's a kind, slow way of doing it. What is a warlock? A warlock is a person or being from a Christian background. So let's say you grew up in a very Christian household. All of a sudden, you break off that Christian religion, that idea about that God is everything in the afterlife and before and after and everything like that. Now, as not a Christian being anymore, you ask a new god. Let's say Zeus from Greek myths, right? You ask him for power, metaphysical talents, and knowledge. At that point, when you ask for support from a false god, as it's called, or a demon, as Christians would also call it, at that point you would be a warlock. Oh, small PP. God damn, that was a good try, though. Good try. Try better, though. You seem to confuse me as someone who cares. Oh no, small PP. Shit, you're almost hitting me there. Keep going, keep going. Do you feel all the emotions, thought of them when you do mediumship? Yes. That is usually why I would not like 1,300 beings, coming at me. Which Ghostbusters movie did you like? I mean, I like the classics, though. I like the classics. The ones that has really horrible, horrible effects. So yeah, sword type. That is what a warlock is. When you come from a Christian background and you ask the new gods or other gods that is not the Christian god about getting talents and ideas. Dennis, okay, I'm telling you, you are single. I don't know if that is correct because you didn't ask me to be correct as well. What do they do? What do who do? What do voodoo who do? Brando, you have an amazing day. What to do to use deities' powers against enemies? You ask very, very kindly. I'm new. Can you please help me, my personal spirit? If you want to. In what way? What do they do? Warlocks. Literally anything. They could brew potions. They can do spell work. They could ask deities. They could worship deities. Divinations. Like, literally whatever a witch does. That's about it. The only thing here that has changed is the technique through how they do it. Oh, Loveness Firi. If you do want a reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a love reading. No, a live reading. That's the one. Lulu, Pippi Longstream. Let's be honest. Hashtag feminine queen, though. Are man buns really manly or just copy? I mean, man buns are really buns, though. I don't care if they're manly. Why do you have to put gender into hair, my guy? It's like the man bun, just a coping mechanism. No, a man bun is because I hate my hair and my face. That's my take on it. What number I'm thinking of? Are you thinking what number? Shit. God damn, I thought you thought about eggs. Can you enlarge a body part with the use of witchcraft? I mean, I can very much enlarge a body part for you there, Seattle. God damn. Why are you two people so fucking strange? Thank you, Lancer. Ronja Rövardotter, absolutely. That is fair, but in that case, I would only choose Rövardotter to the little trolls. What's happening? YouTube, people, man. YouTube. I'm using that when someone asks, what do voodoo? The answer is, what do who do? Yeah. Get around. Have a great day, Lord C. VJ Robbins, you have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve, man. Is it just me or is it just, more reasonable people in the mornings? Specifically on YouTube. Become warlocks. Is there any chance for them to love again? Yeah, yes, warlocks doesn't really have to do with the emotional spectra whatsoever. Unless they sell a part of them that is the emotional part that is love, I suppose, then it's going to be quite difficult for them to love again. But you don't necessarily need to do that. Spirit that can help me in my business and also come when I need them. Ooh, sharp. If you do want a servitor, we can absolutely do that. But I would argue for you to get a private lesson in witchcraft in that case, so we can create a servitor in that case. Oh, Seattle, get yourself a love spell in that case. Heck yeah. Or a personal guidance, so we can look at your life in a hard fucking view and see what we can change. Are they always evil? Nope, rarely evil, if anything. My ex tells me he is one, but he hates me. Why? I mean, that's probably is an ex thing. You cosplay a witch? And I've never really cosplayed in my life. It looks cool, though, to be a cosplayer. But damn, name a more expensive hobby besides Lego. Whew. Oh, Curdy, that's a can of worms, man. Curdy, that is a can of worms. That's why the word egregore is a thing nowadays. You will assist in creating a server if you need that. Yes. Ooh, I got treasure. Bagheera has dropped a whisker. A trinket. Ooh. I'm not saying that I need a bigger body part, but it would definitely help with my marriage. Seattle, fair. He put spells over me. I think I beat them all. I can feel off him is hate. Very unfortunate guy, though. Very unfortunate guy. But yeah, if you do need protections and if you do need stuff for that, I'm your guy. Yes, tell me what you need, though. Be more specific, you know? Can I still control the servitor you created? No, I will assist you. Are you a Satanist? By proxy. I'm an omnist, if you want to Google that word real quick. A polymath and then omnist. So do Google those two words separately, and then you'll kind of know what I'm doing. And why are you? I mean, I believe in everything. So yeah, Google before you keep on asking, because I feel like the shit is just going to go over the head otherwise. It's going to be very confusing. Do you have any suggestion to help this relationship to get better? He once loved me and now he runs. Yes, but I don't know you or the person. If you want to, get yourself a reading so we can have a hard look at your lives as well. Does this involve any sacrifices? Yes, it'll not if you don't want any sacrifices. There are 600,000 different kind of practices. Not everything is a sacrifice. Did you know that Christianity actually has more sacrifice than any other religion out there? It's absolutely hilarious to me. Mainly about human sacrifice. Every other practice has animal sacrifice. Most people eat meat today as well. Imagine that. Flip-flops, right? Right? Like, if you truly look at it, flip-flops. If you truly look at it. I come from an academical standpoint from in omnism as well. Right? When I say the great flub, people start thinking about certain things. Everyone thinks of different flubs, right? It's stunning. I love omnism. Lulu, you have an amazing day. He changed for the evil once he found out I a starseed or chosen. He went to my enemy. Is there any way he can come back? Yes, there are several ways. All our sacrifice is spilled palms. Goes to the homies. Cool. Left Christianity about a year ago because Pope sounds gay. Fair. I mean, if you don't like gay people, this is not the place for you, but I respect it. I'm pagan. Pagan doesn't tell me shit. It literally just tells me that you follow a religion that is not Christian, to be honest. Here we support the gays. In comparison to Virgil. Sorry, internal joke. No one else will find it funny. Might even worry some people. Is there ways to tell if there is spells on you? Several ways. There are billions of techniques out there to check in on that. Trista, and I don't know what the green stuff is that we're talking about. But yeah, there are several ways, Starchild. One of the most easiest ones, right here and right now, would literally get a reading from me. If you want to. Because that way we can know what culture it's from what gods, what deities, what kind of curses, hexes, jinxes, and so on and so forth. Hi and welcome to the biggest fucking nerd you ever met when it comes to witchcraft. Oh, Ruby, I absolutely agree with you. Did you know the lesser known feelings? Did you know that ultraviolet became a thing? Ultraviolet lanterns became a thing last year. It's actually kind of cool, but absolutely ridiculous as an idea because the lantern corpse is mainly about major feelings and strong feelings, and now there's like, I'm a bit shy. And that's my power. Like, what the fuck? Hold up. Put that person on the stage and they're like, fuck, I can't work now. But yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Ruby. I absolutely fucking agree with you. Nadine, I'm doing beautiful. How are you? And flip-flop, no, don't draw in Abrahamic religions as controlling. Draw in organized religion as controlling. It's not about Abrahamic religions, it's organized religions, and that is not necessarily only about Christianity and Islam and stuff like that. Like, is there ways I can tell if he is putting spells on in my home? Absolutely. Could I share a personal experience with witchcraft? I go live every single Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. every single Swedish morning. I experience a lot of witchcraft. This is my full-time job. I've been doing it for 30 years. Hi and welcome. Like things to watch for? If you want to, yes. But as I said, I argued to get a private lesson so we also know what practice he does. That way I can tell you what signs you should be looking out for. You a magician? No, magicians are usually works of illusion work. I'm not a magician. If anything, I would be something closer to a wizard. Someone who is book smart. And also, they are not European religions. They are imposed on us. Flip-flops, yes. Most religions actually are created through Zoroastrianism and Vedicism. So, you know, even by source, I mean, the winner does write history, right? As the African proverb goes, we will only ever know the hunter's story up until the lion can write. Oh, Trista, yes, this is my full-time job. Continuously, every week. And flip-flop, not only by swords, by guns today. Have you seen the US? Oof, scary shit. Seattle, several ones. I'm live every single Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. For example, this one right here. Quick road opener for a lovely person who wants money. I only have once. Terrifying. Trista, yes, you truly need to know your practices and what practice or being or spirit they are if you do not want to be fucking scared. There are naturally places and beings and stuff like that where I'm also scared, but courage is not born without being scared. Where are you from? We haven't chosen that country yet today, have we? Oh yes, Outer Mongolia, that's the one. We change the country every day, Nadine. How can you tell if one is a witch? Depends entirely. Everyone tells differently. He's Swedish. Seattle. What? Who told you I'm Swedish? Goddamn, that's absolutely fucking wild. Goddamn. Do I sound Swedish to you? Most people say that I sound Irish. Wants me to change up my accent there, Lassie. I'm from Cork, after all. Okay, bro. Cool, bro. Or Warlock, the same thing. Starshot, to be honest. It came to me, I wasn't practicing at the time. I was in a really low spot in life and it showed up. Yeah, they usually come there to suck your fucking energy out, you know? You look great, Nadine. Thank you, beautiful. Evening, Nella, top of the morning. How you doing? Me and my friend want to buy the mega spell. Can we split the package? Is it possible? Yeah, if you donate 100 each, you know, sure, go wild. Who am I to argue? But I would argue I need your goals from both of you, you know? Like, what is the goal? What is the angle? Why am I doing this spell? And after that, I will add a lot more follow-up questions. If it's about a person, if it's about money, if it's about a country, culture, I will need a lot more information. But yes. Who's the most powerful witch in the world? That's not really a thing, Curdy, because hierarchical system about power is not a thing. It's all about knowledge. So the question here is, who is the most knowledgeable person? So you need to start using knowledge as a synonymous word to powerful. So you're a Scot or what? No, Scots are Scots, Irish are Irish. There are two different kind of types there, flip-flops. It also seemed to come with a parasitic entity that reminded me of Hatman stories. Tristan, I hear you, yeah. They usually do that, yeah. My name is Stella. You can chat with me up to make friends. Stella, Annie, thank you for showing what a scammer looks like on TikTok. Lovely. Doesn't seem to come with a no. Already, that is it in the blood of being a witch, or is it learned? It can be both and can be neither. You choose. Honestly, some people are born with it. Some people are not born with it. Some people learn. They are all different. 600,000 different kind of practices. Not everything is learned. Some people do not have the metaphysical talent. Some people don't have arms. You know, literally the same. Do you believe in reptilians? I mean, reptilians does exist. For example, like snakes and lizards. I have protection spells and crystal now, and just generally send out no scaries vibes. Tristan, I fucking respect that though. What kind of witchcraft you doing? Polymathical omnism, if you like to look into those two words. I hope only for good purpose. No, not necessarily. It depends on what people need of me, to be honest. For my purpose, yes, for good purpose. Lukey boy, I think I lost my power. Why? You need help with that. You need any support. Okay, a handy? Nick, nah, I'm fine, you know. I got a wife. I'm settled. Thank you, though. Fucking shoulder. God damn. Okay. People on the live on TikTok, do you guys see a countdown for the gifting? Possibly. How do I know I am like her? Well, once you just the bar, yeah, that's not really a countdown mountain. The restriction thing. Is there anything saying that in 10 minutes? Hey, Odin. Okay, cool. I will never work with an asshat like Odin. He is one of the worst beings ever. It's literally in Norse beliefs, or also true. You made up the gods to blame them, not hail them. You must have gone off and back on cause I slept like 8 hours and you're still here, Tristan. Yeah, I need to go live 3 times a day if I can afford the vet bill that is coming right up the corner, you know. So no countdown for gifts. Fuck, we're locked in then. What deities would you never work with? Norse beings, Curdy. Literally, they are to blame, not to worship. If you work with any type of Norse being, I know that you love asshats and narcissists who like to ruin your life. You say that you work with Loki, I say fucking good luck. See you again in 2 weeks, or never mind, you won't even text me because you're probably offed. Or Mongolian demons, or Buddhistic demons. Woof. Worst types. Named my cat Loki, and I think it made him a crazy boy. Tristan, I wouldn't be too surprised, you know. I wouldn't be too surprised, yeah. Is there an amount of spells that we can't ask for in the Mega Spells package, or is it unlimited? Unlimited, but it's not necessarily about the amount of spells. It's a package big spell that I will all make one big spell. Could you do a quick yes and no? Of course. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a spell from there. Joachim, thank you for following. How will that work, though? Leave that up to me. For example, if I were to describe sigil work a little bit, all sigils are different, but all sigils can also contain various information. So, for example, what am I adding to my sigil work? What information is where and how? How should they act out? How should they move out? How should they move in? What should they draw? What should they pull? So on and so forth. That is sigil work for you. Mega spells are usually very inclusive of sigil work. Hi, I'm a Jimenez. Will my assessment abroad be positive? And 2522 p.m. if you want any type of reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need. And Perso, fuck yeah. I fucking back you up with that. Any book you would recommend? I have 5 books if you're interested in that. The first book is on the anatomy of spells, curses, and sigils. The second one is... fuck, what's that about? Great questions. Beasts and pantheons. The third one is about herbology and tools. The fourth one is astrology, divination, and metaphysical talents. The fifth one is a witch's guide to tourism. So yeah, my books, in all honesty. And I write academically, so if you don't like whatever I have written, just go to the reference list. You get 10 to 20 pages of references. And Paraseo, not this satanic witchcraft? No, not necessarily a satanic witchcraft. We are omnists here. We believe in everything, including your own god. Ruby, that's fair though. That's fair. Can eating only fries and chips and Coca-Cola affect my witchcraft practice? Yes, because you as a physical being will not feel okay. Because my back headache, is it natural or someone who did it? If you want to, we can look into that. And we can get rid of the curse if you want to get rid of, if it is something. I find that if you don't describe what you want in detail, a spell you're trying to cast, it can go wrong. Well, it definitely depends on if you need to describe anything. 600 different kind of witchcraft out there. Don't necessarily need to describe shit in some of them. How old will I live? At least past 2, Paul. At least past 2. And I can't really read your name. Wait, did you answer? I had to mute for a second. Go into my profile. Click the thing in my bio and get yourself a live reading there. Or a spell, if you feel that's needing. I only have one witchy book. It's just a beginner's guide to Raider Whites. Honestly, fucking fair though. Beginner's guide to Raider Whites is a perfect fucking thing to learn tarot. But I always argue, check in on the art pieces first. Won't be able to stay long, but have you been on for a bit? I've been on for 1 hour and 16 minutes. I believe in Perun, Slavic god of thunder. Respect, flip-flops. Respect. Perun, though. I feel like I don't recognize it. I feel like there's another god of thunder in there. I did. Nice to see you from Falkland. Hi from Falkland. God, what joke should I even throw back? No. Sorry, I heard for legal reasons I need to stop my joke. Check the art pieces on tarot? Yes, check the art pieces in tarot. They will tell you more than the guidebook ever will. Been passively learning tarot for like 3 years. ADHD is hard here. I respect that though. Do you connect with demons or the spiritual realm? There is much more than just demons and the spiritual realm. There are 600,000 different kind of practices, and I do it all. And Fia, how you doing, beautiful? If you do one positive and negative spell in one package, would it not be mixed? No, it all depends on the knowledge and the practice that I do. So, with City Work, if I do it correctly, then no. We'll post a haul later in the coven. Heck yeah, Trixie goes. Heck yeah. I don't know what the heck entity came to visit me, but it was evil. Trista, I get that though. I really do. Do you do animal sacrifice? Nah, Kurt. Nah, I'm a vegan, man. I literally tried to stop animal sacrifice around the world. If you eat meat, you do more animal sacrifice than I do. Hit me up with your top horror movie. I will watch it now. Hereditary. One of my favorites. Mainly because of the slamming scene. The dunk 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 scene is fucking... Oof. When a movie keeps you guessing, that's when it's good. Not jump scares. That's fucking weak shit. A good horror movie is when you keep on guessing. When you make up an idea in your mind and you're scared for it yourself, you know? That's a good horror movie. What do you call people who are attracted or drawn to energy? Energy vampires. No, it really depends. Every practice have their own kind of thing. Oh my god, I'm also vegan. Fuck yeah, someone who actually cares. Yeah, calling out the rest of you who eat meats out there who don't care about animal abuse or the environment. So anyway, but yeah, it depends on the practice when it calls to people who is attracted and drawn to energy. Some of them are empaths and some of them are teleempaths. Kid did that scene for real. Tristan, I know it's absolutely fucking stunning. Can you talk or hear demons if I want to? Yes, I don't usually because let's be honest, why would I? I'm not necessarily called to demons. Can you remove negative energy? For example, if someone is sending me negative energy and to cleanse me from it. And not only cleanse you, I can protect you from it from in future notices as well, Fia. So if you do want to get yourself a curse breaker from my profile. So go into my profile, click the link in my bio, and get yourself a curse removal. You will most likely be a part of that. So when you get it, I will send you a link to Google Calendar so you can book the best time for you that fits you best. And Linus B, if you do want any type of reading, pop into my profile and find your reading over there. Where does Darth Vader get his shoes? At the Darth Mall. Oh my god, that was fucking genius. CXT. And Paul, great question. I can't just give you that, right? Because I'm winning the fucking lottery. Goddamn. Yep, watch it. It is in the top 5, especially the last scene. Right. I fucking love that stuff. Absolutely stunning. Fuck, there are so many good horror movies. The whole Jane Doe movie is also very good. It's fuck the what is it called when you cut people up and check dead people? The obdecene? No, fuck. English is not my first language, man. Hey man, how's it going? It's going absolutely fucking magical. Thank you for asking. In shop. What if someone steal your items and you don't have any sprite but want the person to begin it back? We can do that as well if you want to. Autopsy. Thank you, Arian. God damn. Autopsy of Jane Doe. Good movie. Terror by Angels, top in the morning. Autopsy of Jane Doe. Yes, that is a good horror movie. Yes. If we do want to get a good horror movie list, though, we should ask my wife. She is the true fanatic on that shit. Oof. Midsummer is very good, but I think it becomes even better if you know Swedish culture as well. Is demonology part of a specific branch, or does it reoccur in different cultures? Demonology, it recurs in billions of different cultures. Demonology became popularized because Christianity is more popular than, for example, Buddhistic demons. When my husband reunited with me, that is a great question. You can make it more of a certainty if you want a love spell instead. FMW. Do you usually ask for a piece of nail hair for which? It really depends on the spell, to be honest. I usually have most of that here. So, for example, if I were to use Ancestor Work, I do my own hair and stuff. So, it really depends. Well, don't you mean the exorcism of Jane Doe? Is it that? Is it the exorcism? I think it's the autopsy, to be honest. I think it is the autopsy. I'm very uncertain now. Lovely fucking movie, though. Arian, of course. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Good to know. Thank you. Trixie, welcome. Question for fun. What would you do if a Slavic 60-year-old witch would curse you? I would delete that curse. Ain't deeper than that. My ex-partner ran off with all my gold. Can you get it back? Or good golden if you want to. Yeah. Exorcism of Emily Rose. Is it that one that I'm thinking of? No, it's not that one. It's Autopsy of Jane Doe that I'm thinking of. Throw chickpeas, mountain. That is very specifically a Slavic practice when it comes to demons. And Neva, if you do want any type of reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need from there. What kind of curse spell would do on a fun word? Honestly, it really depends on your goals, because I don't know the person specifically. Am I really a wizard? I mean, if you have read enough books, then yes, you are. Can watching TikTok for 3 hours a day affect my witchcraft? No, not necessarily. Great question. I also just now read your name. Clipped Sneeko official. I fucking love that. Yeah, it is the Autopsy of Jane Doe. Yeah, I was correct. I personally don't mess with curses and spells on other people because I believe in returning energy. And you see, that is where a lot of things differ. Mountain, what the fuck you doing? Why you want to come up on a live box, my guy? The fuck you doing? If you want a live box reading, you can go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get the live box from there. How did you learn witchcraft? I was 1. I've been doing this for 30 years. And then, you know, it all really doubled down when I started watching anime about witchcraft and alchemy and stuff like that, like Full Metal Alchemist. So, yeah. Did you read a book on witchcraft? No, not necessarily. No, I lived it. My great-grandma literally forced me through this. Cool, Mike. Thank you. Locally grown. So, yeah. After all, I became a massive fucking nerd. And now I sit on 2 bachelors and 5 books. So, yeah. 30 years and 3 months, I believe. Yes, indeed. Exactly. Thank you, Angel. You do have a fab anime film. Your name. Kimi no Nawa. When you get a feeling towards time, you know it's good. Like Doctor Who, for example. Fucking. Ooh. See, I'm smart. Smart doesn't have to do with remembrance, Angel. Those are 2 vastly different things. Like, your name is my baby. Right, Trex. Right. Is it possible to summon Hecate and then actually see her? Curdy? Yes, if she allows it. It really depends on her, to be honest. Well, when you have ADHD, well, object permanence alongside long-term memory are 2 very different things. And ADHD, it's short-term memory and object permanence that is a problem, not long-term. And Angel, you just showcased long-term. Okay, which after my own heart over love, don't worry, too. Woo. Yeah, I'm gonna get to do both of them on the asteroid. Asteroid? Fuck yeah, honestly dope. Yeah, asteroid would be the word, yeah. But remember to stop, that's important. Terra Angel, you should start practicing the Remembrance Mansion, I think it's called. Can you manifest out of thin air? Shop? Yes. 30 years of practice can does that to you. No, yeah. Remember also, Angel, English is not my first language. I can blame something. And I'm overworked and haven't really slept since Sunday, so I'm going to blame that, to be honest. Whatever you're hearing here right now is literally me on autopilot, just so you know. Imagine if I started thinking, it would be the end of y'all fuckers. Do you believe in manifestation? I do, Amira. I do. I got 2 hours. A good steady 2 hours, Angel. Terra Angel, I do not have time. May God rebuke you. Wait, you're not going to rebuke me yourself, Lion? God damn. Weak. You might want to rebuke me yourself, otherwise I'll come for you. That was a fun thing to say. Like, why would God rebuke me? He literally put me on this earth to have my own will. He can't rebuke me. That's not his choice to make anymore. Are you a pacifist by any chance? In most part of my life, yeah. And Taylor Swift go on another tour? Tiara, oof, that is, honestly, that is asking the important fucking questions there. Will Taylor Swift go on another tour? Yes, but it's going to be a little bit of a leap of faith and it's going to be sudden. So it's not really going to be a planned one. Fun. I'll get a job offer in July. Happy Jay. Isn't that exciting? Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need there. What will happen if not initiated person will summon Baron Samedi? They will get fucked over twice till Sunday with a chainsaw to the face and a chair to the back. I can tell you that one. Both, please. Did my man miss me yesterday? Nope. Did you ever see random things like light, object, patterns at night or when you want to sleep? Clips, Nico? Yes. Yes, indeed. Regularly. But that's just a part of it. Angel, I'm not that fucking funny. I hope that I'm entertaining, but I'm not that funny. Come on, man. God damn. Which makes me really sad because I usually come in with this fucking energy and like, huh, get fucked, dude. And then I know other practitioners, which is female. Mushy man, you seem to be stuck in 1500s politics, my guy. Stop being bigoted and come back to 2026, my dude. You're a warlock. No, I'm not Christian. I haven't been Christian, Mushy, but you might want to read a book about it and, you know, study a little bit. But yeah. That's going on to you. God dang it. Oh, awesome sword. Thank you. Handcrafted. My name is on that thing. Quite proud of it, to be honest. It's also correctly made after Viking era, Iron Age, 1400s. Thoughts on the GTA 6 price? I can't think of the price because I'm going to cry, KIJ. What will be the most popular song of Cat's Eye's new album? Nah, not as important to me there. Taylor Swift question? Absolutely, but not that one. Do you believe in fairies? Of course I believe in fairies. The Fae and the Oknut here in Sweden specifically. I swear, I'm gonna do it and give you credit and then send you the revenue. Fuck yeah, Angel, fucking do it. Romantically? Yes, but not miss you. What the fuck, Mountain? Goddamn. And Happy J, if you do want a reading, for example, like Mountain Cat here, they got themselves a membership, so they get a reading every single time. So, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading, private reading, or a membership, so you can get a reading every single live as well. Smart. It's cheaper as well. And I'm live every single Monday to Friday, so insane. Worth your buck. Way worth your buck. If you have bucks to give. When will Taylor Swift release TS13? Diara, no, don't try to sugar me up here, Diara. You get yourself one reading. Pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a reading, okay? See? Mountain? Fair. Love the tattoos, they look amazing. Thank you. I designed every single one myself. Santa Muerte negative or not? Santa Muerte is just a part of life cycles. Wouldn't you say that with life comes death? It's a cycle. It happens to everyone. We don't have a choice. That is what Santa Muerte is all about. It's not necessarily the idea about negativity, deities, or entities. It's just literally a fact that happens in life. Do it again? Nah. Mountain, you know that I can't do shit on demand like that. And that. Get your reading from my profile. Click the link in my bio. And Happy J, we talked about this. Get yourself a reading from my profile. Click the thing in my bio. And get yourself a live reading. If you truly want your answers, because it does seem like you truly want an answer there, Happy J. Boom, bing, boom, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Blue Widow Spy, that sounds dope as a profile name though. God damn. And thank you for following, beautiful. Thank you. Is that a one next to your hand? Yes, it is. Handmade by Tim the One Maker, if you ever want to look into his stuff. But yeah, he hand makes this, and he usually sits on lives doing these. So yeah, he refurbishes old furniture and makes them into wands and stuff like that. It's absolutely stunning. So this would be pine. Lovely piece. Blue Widow, honestly, Blue Widow Spy. The thing is, it sounds fucking dope, man. If anything, that should be like your Marvel hero character, you know? Recycled and pretty? Sold, right? He's environmentally friendly, and you can actually join in on the creation of your own wand days. It's fucking dope. Love that guy. Do you think the weight loss spell can work, Kurdim? Yes, why wouldn't it? There's a lot of homework with the weight loss spells as well, but yes. Why wouldn't it? Catch me? I will not. But thank you for the follow. I was gonna say it belongs in a Marvel movie. Said first. Don't see your name on a sentence? Well, you literally have me saying it before you texted it on YouTube. It's recorded, Angel. Just so you know, I claim all copyrights. Can you cast a spell? I need to get $18 million in 3 years. Vazir, of course. Pop into my profile. Click the thing in my bio and get yourself a money spell. What if it will be just weight loss spell when then TV chips cola and then TV chips cola? Wait, are you doing a spell to gain TV chips and cola? There is already a Black Widow and a Yellow Widow and the Striped Widow and the Chaos Widow. I don't know of a Blue Widow spy though. It sounds like something that could definitely be existence in Spider-Man Noir's universe. The black and whites, you know? Blue Widow spy. It sounds like one of those typical noir kind of things, I feel like. But there isn't a Blue Widow. No, not yet. We'll have to sell it though to Sony. I mean, weight loss spell and then no working toward that goal. Not impossible. Blue Widow spy versus Deadpool. I mean, we both know what happens there. Deadpool is just going to joke it around and then win the fight and everyone's just going to get bored. Rosa's Dark Top in the morning. How are you doing, beautiful? Love from India. Ranjit. Thank you for popping in. And for whoever, I cannot remember now who asked about the wand, but I have hoped that you have noted all the things on my table that is literally a tarot studio. You have this little pentacle here as well. You have a sword, and you have a cup. All the four nations, but then the Fire Nation tag. Are those bones on the table? Those are bones on the table, yes. Honestly, anything with Deadpool I would watch, but it's just like Deadpool and blah, blah, blah. Like, he's done everything in the universe, you know? Meh. Coffee is the most important twist of fucking true. I hadn't even noticed the sword. The comments are overlaying it for me. Fair, yeah. But the sword is there. And that's the most important part, because I'm pretty proud of my sword. I find it cool. So, yeah. I am thinking about hanging it up. I just need to, you know, drill holes first, and I don't have that type of energy as of... is right now. Hasn't the Fire Nation already arrived? Isn't that a candle? No, I would say that that's the US making war with itself. I love the sword, right? It's correct from the Viking Age era, from the 1400s Iron Age, and my name is also engraved on it, and it's Damascus steel made with the crow bones, as they did in the good old days. I've been in here for I don't know how long and just realized you had a sword on the table. Yeah, you know, you might want to check your eyes out there, beautiful. Is the sword real? The sword is very real. Definitely. Sharp as fuck. When we got it, it needed to be in the border control for weapon threats. So they need to check in on that because it is also sharpened for some fucking reason. You know the Vikings aren't the thing anymore, right? Dan Mecca? No, they died out in the 1500s. Correct. I'm saying that this is a replica of the correct Viking Age Iron Age swords. So yes, Dank, do you know that we fact check everything here? Can you tell me if my migraines will go away? Most likely not. That's how migraines kind of work. What is around the candle? And do they have runes on them or something? They do have runes on them or something. Correct. There are little rocks that you can make as ornaments as well, alongside a key to a casket. And a lot of other muck in the salt. The sword was the first piece I noticed. Fuck yeah, Blue Widow. How do I go about manifesting what you want? You do a lot of practice law. Are there any books you would recommend for beginners? My books. I got 5 books on the topic. One of the books even includes one of my bachelor's, the Witch's Guide to Tourism. But if you want spells and gods and deities, that's the first and second practice. No, book. Sorry, Red Lola said. What do you mean practice? Like mental? Spell work? Yes, to both. Oh, Dank, do not worry, man. Do not worry. If you come in here being judgmental, I will be a dick back. So I hope that shots fired back and forth there. Do not worry. Do not worry. And, you know, do you like Olivia Rodrigo? honestly, I don't really necessarily listen to specific people or bands. I listen to music. Those are two different things. Are your books shipped worldwide? My books are PDFs and EPUBs. You download them. So you can read them on your reading tablets as well as on your phone. It's as easy as that. I am working my 6th book as well, and when that book is out, I'm going to mash them all together and do the fine prints and everything like that, make it even bigger, and make it into the biggest book of witchcraft ever, because that's just going to be about 3,000 pages of everything witchcraft. Reminds me I need to grab Saul for my new altar setup. Fuck you. I have glasses for a reason. Apparently, I have a 2200 vision, according to America's Best eye place. This sounds very confusing. What the fuck is 2200 vision? That reminds me, when I grab, do any of your clips have a close-up of the sword? I would love to see it properly. Blue Widow, honestly, no, but I will make one now that you said it. I don't know why I haven't showcased it, What's your thoughts on Jesus Christ? It's definitely one of the beings out in the world. And the thing is, I don't really have thoughts on deities, entities, beings, mythological beings, actual beings, historical beings, anything like that. We mainly talk about academical standpoints here. It's like asking what's your thoughts on scissors. Do you use them for paper or pizza, Some people use it for pizza, some people use it for paper. What's your new book about? Cairnology. It's a term I'm trying to coin. It's the multicultural viewpoint on mineralogy and theological viewpoints of mineralogy and crystals. Because when you say, oh my god, I'm gonna get my obsidian for protection, I'm like, okay, cool. From which practice? Oh, I'm Norse pagan. Cool. Then you shouldn't have obsidian, because in Norse practices and paganism, obsidian wasn't a thing. What you should probably get is feldspar for protection and, showing your way through all the hardships, so on and so forth. You talk about witchcraft, but what are you referring to? Celtic, Umbanda, voodoo? Thank you, Philippes. Yes, I always ask that. It really depends on what questions you, as the viewer, ask about. So, yes, depends on entirely on what you want to talk about, Philippes. So, yeah, I'm trying to coin Cairnology as the multicultural viewpoint on theological mineralogy, practically. So I'm going through every single crystal from A to Z. What do you say to those who claim he's God? I say that, if Jesus, in Catholicism, some practices in Catholicism, some people think Jesus is God. In that case, I throw them the sentence, if God and Jesus is God, then God created God so that God could judge God, so God could kill off God, so that God could reenact as God and come back as God after God did what God do best. And it gets very confusing at that point. I'm medium. Philippestar. Cool. People should read or know from the Ethiopian Bible. Which one? Philippestar. It is one of the oldest versions, though. Absolutely. But also, Philippestar, please do write in English, because people need to understand what you're writing as well. People need to read the Silver Bible. The Bible is the oldest. What do you mean? The Bible is not necessarily the oldest. It's an amalgamation of choices of books that came together. There was a lot of books that got skipped out on the Bible as well, like, for example, the Knowledge of Sophia or the Enochian words. Can IQ affect witchcraft? Very much, Curting. Very much, because witchcraft is, all in all, if you ask about what is more powerful, I will say what is more knowledgeable. Who knows more? Do you know what to do with this? IQ affects everything, and witchcraft you kind of need to study, or at the very least have, hands-on experience, and with hands-on experience, you get IQ off that as well. You need to put one and one together, Virgil, I know. They don't listen to that shit. It's absolute bullshit. I don't practice any specific witchcraft, more like spiritual work. Honestly, fair, Trisha. You don't need to name everything. Okay, fair point. I myself am a Christian. I still enjoy talking to people who believe otherwise. Dank, same. I don't judge anyone. We are entity, the body is just a container. Yes, you really truly notice that when you're a mortician as well. It's kind of strange. And yeah, Dank, Mecca, I even have moderators on TikToks who are Catholic as well. So yeah, we talk about everything and we are interested in learning here. That's the main goal about teaching, learning, and talking about witchcraft. If people want spells, they come to me. If they want readings, they come to me. But we talk about witchcraft a lot. And hopefully it's entertaining as well. Yeah, Virgil, don't fucking do it, man. Don't do it. It's like intruding on a call that you weren't invited to for any viewer out there. It's so unnecessary. It will botch your viewers like fuck, no matter if TikTok wants to admit it or not. Tried to open a herb bottle of mine and it blew powder up in my face. Not surprising with the vacuum that is most likely in the bottle, right? Next time, pour hot water over it. Was cinnamon? Spicy. It's nice talking to you. May God bless you. May God bless you as well, Dank. I sincerely hope you accept Jesus sometime. Oh, I'm already accepting. Thank. Do not worry about that. Much love from Germany. Thank you, Chen. Dunk. Now it makes sense with the dunk. Okay. The reality is that energy, whether good or bad, affects everything. It all depends on how it's applied. True that. True that. Angel, it didn't say abundance. It said get trolled by the Hindu people. And Derek, yes, but it's expensive as fuck, so please don't mention them. I'm gonna cry. Can age affect witchcraft? No, not necessarily. Energy, yes. And if you do get older, you can get more tired. So, you know, with age comes your own self energy if you want to put energy into stuff and focus and time naturally. But age doesn't necessarily need to be a factor. You can still be a very fucking up and going 80-year-old, you know? So age doesn't necessarily need to do with any of that. So, yeah. Wisdom comes with time as well. Yes, indeed, but that is also if you do take on that wisdom and retain it. Some people do not retain wisdom. God knows, have you met my mom? And that's why I'm on a diet and sport. Fair. Curdy, I don't even know, to be honest. I don't necessarily count the amount of books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 7, 8, 9, 12, 13 books of which I have here at home. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 of what I know that I have within arm's reach, if that makes sense. The reality of a spell is conviction. Each person is able to put it into that act. It generates an... No, that's my narrative. Trista, my absolute condolences. Condolences, man. Condolences. Oof. Virgil, what time is it? I can only see that I've been live for an hour and 48 minutes. Virgil, give me your time. What is the time? Virgil, quick. Tell me what time it is. It's hammer time. 7:25. Thank you, Virgil. Thank you. We're going on for another 5 minutes, I feel like. Well, my ex Nikita. Here comes Abba, just around the corner. Come back for me for other chance. And Tick, if you want to, I actually even recommend doing a love spell instead of doing a reading. That way it becomes a certainty rather than a question. Virgil, no, it's fair. I hope so. You're welcome. Hope it woke you up just a little bit. You're welcome. How? Tick. Text me. Here on TikTok. I'll give you all the links and everything like that for the love spells and stuff. T-shirt moment? What do you mean, Angel? I didn't even say anything. God damn. That could also literally be put on a fucking t-shirt. I didn't even say anything. God damn. Oh well. Then you just have my face on every single t-shirt as well. Me with my untrimmed beard and like really ugly hair. A tricks, yeah, honestly. I feel like Angel just wants to wear my face by now. in the most horror movie-esque type ever, but she can't really do the whole horror movie thing, and she's just settling with t-shirts. What the fuck is this now? God dang it. And Tick, I will answer you the moment I get time over, okay? I'll send you all the information. I'll ask a few questions, so on and so forth, if you want to. What's this thing? What's this thing's condition? What do you mean, Eldamilla? Okay, thanks, bud. Tick, do not worry. Do you know how quick I'd buy his t-shirts? I mean, I can start designing t-shirts. That's not necessarily a problem. I have designed a lot of pants and a lot of hoodies. It never went anywhere. Lol, when my hair does that, my sis calls it my mad scientist hair. I just own it. Honestly, I'm mad, not a scientist. I'm cray-cray and Delulu at the same time, not a scientist. That would mean I'm smart. I'm not. I know who I am and I like having fun, and that is not including of being smart. You need to put your funniest reaction into your pentacles. Do you know what that is? Pentacles? Yes? If you're asking about the star. If you're asking about the pentacles from tarot, I also know about that one. If you're asking about the pentacles when it comes to, I mean, the Abrahamic religions, if you're asking about the pentacles when it comes to alchemical Gnostic practices as well, like there's a lot of pentacles, Philip Star. You need to be way more specific. Pentacles. I mean, etymologically, it's a star. No, magic generation rituals. So the star is what you're talking about. Didn't go through, then it did? I don't know. Sorry if it flagged, though, love. Tricks, it is what it is. It's fine. Don't worry about it. No, we all know you're smarter than the common witch talker. Just kidding. You're genuinely smart, dude. Don't put yourself down. Virgil, too late. Already did it. Can you summon a cute ghost cat? Dairy? Fuck yeah, you can. Who do you think my cat summons every fucking morning? He needs a friend, man. Speaking of pentacles, I seen an upside down pentacle on a stop sign earlier and turned right around. Usually just a, fucking hooligan doing spray cans. Not stars, but the formation of enchanting pentacles. Exactly, but it includes the star. If you're specifically talking about the pentacles, that is what you're talking about. A fine five-pointed system, depending on if you're doing a ritual about the elements or anything. Okay, it's old. Not that old. Pentacles aren't that old. And pentacle enchantments, as well as pentacle ritualistic stuff, is no older than the 1600s. Well, late 1600s. When it comes to the new modern era, or early modern era, is what most historians call it. So yeah, like the Renaissance and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, love, out of curiosity, why did you go with your intuition for my cage reading? Because my intuition told me, like, no, I do not have the tools for that. I'd rather just speak plainly out of the energies that I felt pulling. I got visualizations, I got ideas, I got practically a pull to tell it. Any rituals or practices to receive written messages or anything along those lines? Yes, automatic writing tricks, Ghost. If you want to learn that, I do offer up lessons if you want to. Specifically, if you want to practice mediumship, that is an amazing way of doing or starting with mediumship, automatic writing. But people, if you guys have ever seen the Supernatural show, you probably knows what's up with this song right here. Probably not. So, I'm live every single Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. I'm really outside of my regular hours. I'm like 10 hours late, 12 hours late on this one. So, I'm usually live in the mornings, not in the evenings, but I will try to be live twice a day for at least half a week. Don't you cry no more. Yes. But yeah, I'm live every Monday to Friday. You'll guaranteedly see me in the mornings, sometimes in the evenings. I will try to be live twice a day. If you want any spells, if you want any readings, if you want any mediumships, if you want any books, if you want any witchcraft lessons, you can find all of those in my profile, in the link in my profile. Okay? You can find literally anything you need there. If you feel like this is a lot of information, send me a DM and say, hey, I need a spell. Hey, I need a reading. And I'll say, fuck it. I'll help you out with that one. I'll send you the links. I'll send you all the information you need. You get it. You get all you need. Where you're from, we differ the country every day. We have chosen Outer Mongolia today, Philip Starr. If you want to join the coven, do so. And text me about that, and I'll send you an invite link of that as well. But yeah, you guys have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. Specifically, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick.